Welcome back everyone. So this morning I'm on my way over to Gatwick, where I am meeting the leader of the UK Independence Party, that is Nick Tanconi. Now that video is going to be coming up in the next day or so. I'm sure it's not one you're going to miss, but for the moment I want to talk to you about this new announcement about the crackdown, the government's crackdown on benefits, disability benefits, etc. Now look, I've got to admit I'm not fully up to date with all the facts and fixtures, as it were, but I wanted to give you my initial thoughts on this crackdown, if that's the right word. And it's a bit of a double-edged sword, isn't it? Because look, I think that there is probably hundreds of thousands, if not a million or two, people out there right now that are pouncing off of our country, off of our benefit system, and are basically taking us for a ride. I think that's fairly obvious, and I don't think most people would argue with that. So on one hand, a crackdown on benefits and their availability is a good thing. I would agree with that. The problem that I've got with it is that, as per usual, my theory is that all the wrong people are the ones that will be targeted. Those that are getting away with taking the Michael will probably continue to be allowed to be taking the Michael, where those that are in genuine need of the benefits will probably be the ones that will suffer. And we've seen this time and time and time again, haven't we? You've only got to drive around in general. I'm not, look, not all disabilities are visible, I get that. But you've only got to look around at the disabled parking spots and who goes in them and who gets out of them. It's very often the same sort of people. They seem to hand out these disabled badges to certain demographics willy-nilly, like they hand them out like confetti. Whereas you've often got ordinary, genuine people who genuinely have a disability that can't get a disabled badge or can't get the required benefits. Look, I don't know, I haven't got the answers to all this. What I do know is that the benefit system in this country does need an absolute thorough clampdown and a thorough review. But what we can't do is, and what we can't allow this government to do, is to take away benefits from people who genuinely need them and deserve them, only to continue to give them to people who bloody don't need them and don't deserve them. And that's the problem that I have. I just simply do not trust Labour to get anything right, particularly where the Indigenous British people are concerned. I just don't trust them. Now, I don't want to take benefits away from anyone that needs them or that deserves them. But I do want to see benefits clamped down upon, and I do want to see benefits stopped to those that come to this country and use this country's generous and overzealous benefit system to benefit themselves and their pouncing families who come here to bleed us dry. No one, surely no one, can agree that that's a good idea. Give benefits to those from wherever they come from, whatever their nationality, original nationality is, their religion. If they're here legally and they genuinely need these benefits, then give them to them. But if people have come here deliberately to bleed the benefit system dry, these are precisely the people that the government should be targeting. And I genuinely fear that it's going to work in precisely the opposite way. And what we'll see is not a clampdown on those who shouldn't be claiming benefits in the first place, but an unnecessary and harsh clampdown on genuine people who do need them. Like I said, I don't trust Labour to get anything right. If Labour tell me it's Monday, I'm going to look at the bloody diary. And that's the problem that we all have. Now, I think this is something that we need to look into a little bit further, but like I said, you know, look, I haven't had a chance yet to do my homework. There are probably people out there that obviously have done a lot more research on this than I have. But Labour have now got a proven track record, haven't they, of taking from the good and giving to the bad. They've got a track record of taking money away from our pensioners, taking money away from our senior citizens and sending that money overseas to people that just don't deserve that money. Certainly they don't deserve it ahead of our senior citizens. So how can we trust them to get a benefits clampdown right? How can we trust them to do that? The answer is we simply can't. I guess the proof of the pudding will be in the eating, but as usual with this lot, the taste that they leave in our mouths is probably not going to be a very pleasant one. Right, I'm off to Gatwick to meet with Nick Tanconi. As I say, that interview will be coming up very shortly. Don't miss it. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.